Hello and welcome back to our channel. My name is Emily and I'm here at the National Equestrian Centre because we are putting our stages riding program online. Today is lesson 3 in our stage 1 series and we're going to be learning about how to groom the horse. Throughout our stage 1 series we're going to be learning about different points of the horse. So we've included a link in the description below this video that you can print out and fill out as we go with the different points of the horse. Let's get started. There's different parts of equipment and brushes that make up a grooming kit, and today we're going to go over 4 or 5 of those things, what they are and how to use them. Now here at the centre, each of the horses has their own grooming kit. This stops the spread of germs between horses. Now there's lots of reasons why we groom. 1, to make them look nice. It stimulates their coat and improves their appearance. 2, whilst we're grooming them, we're checking all over their body, so if they've got any injuries or anything wrong, we're going to be able to spot that. 3, it helps to get rid of dirt and loose hair. And 4, it's a really good bonding time with your horse. Grooming is a completely natural part of the horse's life. As you can see in this video here, horses really enjoy grooming each other. They use their teeth and they scratch each other. You can see they're being quite strong with their mouths there and really enjoying a good scratch and helping each other out. Whilst we're grooming the lovely Tomiko here, we're going to be learning about lots of points of the horse. So have your points of the horse diagram ready to fill out as we go. So we're going to meet Tomiko. Now we need to remember how to approach the horse safely, which we covered in lesson 1. So we're going to go up to the shoulder and give him a pat. Now whilst we're grooming the horse, again like we covered in lesson 1, we need to be aware of where they are, where we are, watch out for their feet and make sure that we're moving around him safely. We also need to keep our hand on him quite a lot so he knows where we are and talk to him all the time. The first brush that we're going to be using today is the curry comb. This is a rubber curry comb. As you can see, it's quite hard and bumpy. So we use this all over the horse's body on the softer parts like the neck, shoulder, belly and rump. We don't want to use it on their legs or their face because those areas are a little bit more bony and it might be uncomfortable for them. So we use this in circular motions and we can be quite firm with it, and the horses quite like it. As you see, he's pulling a face that says, oh yeah, that's a bit itchy there. We like that. So round circular motions, we can be quite firm. You can see the hair coming off. And we almost want him to look dirtier after we've used this than when we started. That we're going to use is called the body brush. The body brush has really soft bristles, so we can use it all over the horse's body, including on their face and on their legs. So we use this body brush to get off all the dust and hair that we just got up with the curry comb. So we want to use it in a long sweeping motion with a flick, and we want to use it in the direction of the horse's hair. We don't want to go against his hair because that would be uncomfortable for him. So another one of the reasons why we groom the horse is to get rid of the loose hair and the dirt. Now this is because when we put his tack on, which is the equipment we use for riding, we don't want it to rub underneath and cause any uncomfortableness or any sores. So we want to pay attention in particular to the girth area here. So that's one to add for your points of the horse, and to his back area here, around his belly and behind and around his ears as well. Whilst you're using the body brush, it's a really good time to get your hand over the horse so that you can feel if there's any lumps or bumps or anything wrong there. So we're going to use this all over his body, including on his face and on his legs as well, always going in the direction of his hair. Brush is the dandy brush. Now this brush has quite stiff bristles, so we want to be careful about using it around his face. We don't really want to use it on his face or his legs to get off some of that stubborn dirt that I couldn't get off with the body brush. We can also use it to brush their mane and tail as well, but we have a separate piece of equipment for that today. So I'll show you how we use it. So as with the other body brush, we want to use this in the same direction as the horse's hair, and we're going to use it to get off all of the dirt from his legs. The next brush we're going to use is the mane and tail brush. So we use this to detangle the mane and tail. So this is his mane here. Add that to your points of the horse diagram, and this is his tail at the back. So we want to use it to detangle any knots and get out any debris like twigs or grass or bits from the paddock, so we make it nice and clean. Now we have to be careful when we're using this. We don't want to just start at the top and drag all the way down because it might get caught. Instead, what we want to do, like when you're brushing your own hair, we're just going to take a small piece and we're going to start at the bottom and just gradually work our way up higher. This piece of mane here is called the forelock. It's a bit like our fringe. So we can brush this as well with the same technique. We want to stand to the side. We never want to stand directly in front of the horse. And we can just give that a brush like that. And I think he quite likes that. For the tail, we need to make sure that we stand at the side, about at the horse's hip. And we're going to bring the tail around to the side. Again, we don't want to stand directly behind him. So we're going to do the same thing where we start at the bottom with just a little piece, and we're going to make sure that that is completely knot free before we take a bigger section and move up like that. The last piece of kit we're going to use today is the hoof pick. We use the hoof pick to clean out the horse's hoofs, to get out any dirt, any stones that might be uncomfortable in there. Imagine running around with stones in your shoes. It wouldn't be very comfortable. So we need to make sure that the inside of their hooves are completely clean. So we want to stand at the horse's shoulder facing the back. So this is to pick out his front hooves. So we're going to pat him on the shoulder. We're not just going to go in and grab him at the leg straight away. We're going to pat him at the shoulder. We're going to run our hand all the way down. We're going to make sure our feet are out of the horse's way. We're going to run all the way down, and we're going to support underneath the hoof with our left hand. As you can see, Tamiko has shoes on. Some horses don't have shoes on, but that shouldn't change the way that you pick out the hoof. Now, their hooves are made of the same kind of thing as our fingernail, so it doesn't hurt him at all when we're doing this. But if you can see this triangular area here, this is called the frog, and this is a little bit more spongy and a little bit more sensitive, so we don't want to dig the hoof pick into the frog. We have to go around it nice and carefully. So as you can see, he's got a little bit of dirt stuck in here. When we're picking the horse's foot out, we always want to go from heel to toe, never upwards. We're going to go down towards the ground, and we're going to flick all of that dirt out there, just like that. Now when we put the horse's foot down, we're going to gently place it down, make sure our feet are well out of the way. Okay, so when we're picking out the horse's hind foot, we're going to stand facing the back at the hip. We can give him a pat on the bum. We're going to run our hand all the way down, and we're going to ask him at the fetlock, which is this lumpy, bony joint here, to pick up his foot. Okay. Then what we want to do is get our leg behind the horse's leg, just like this, and that can help support the horse's foot. And we're going to do the same thing, picking out. Now, some horses are quite comfortable lifting their leg up this high. Others might find it a little bit harder, in which case you would just hold it a little bit lower. Okay, and when that's all done, we're going to move our feet out of the way and gently let him put his foot down again. Now that we have brushed him and picked out all 4 feet, he is all groomed and looking great. Ideally, we want to be grooming the horse at least once every day, or at the very least each time before you ride. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below. See you next time. If you want to put into practice everything you've learned in these lessons, you can have a go with your own horse. If you don't have your own horse, that's okay because we have plenty. You can get in touch with us today, phone number or email us and find out more about our riding lessons. Or you can contact your local riding school. If you enjoyed the video, please like and comment below. You can subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any more videos in our series. We'll be putting up new videos every week. We'll see you next time.